Content writing is the most time-consuming part of running a website. Today I'll show you how to write SEO-optimized content using the power of AI. If we ensure that we are diligent in the fact-checking the information generated by AI tools and use our own expertise on the topic, the content created with the help of AI should do well on Google. So step number 1 is to choose the right topic for the post. We can start by using the prompt feature in Anywhere. It's an AI content writing and performance analytic tool. You will see how quickly we can go from a keyword to a blog title and to the outline of the entire post. So here is what happens when we just give a prompt asking to suggest some topics for an article about starting an online business. We will get a list of 10 different topics that we could start working on. It gives us a very wide range of article ideas. They all make sense and it's great to keep them for our content plan. But I think that we need to do a deeper search to pick the right topic. After all, why waste your time and energy writing something that won't get any traffic? Now the trick is to find topics that are related to your niche, that have a decent search volume and that you actually have a chance of ranking for them on Google. Now I will show you a way to do this for free. Let's say that you want to write about different ways to make money online. So we will go to the WordStream's free keyword research tool and just type in a keyword, how to start an online business. Now you will find yourself on this page, and now you will need to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page and click download keyword to get a list of keywords in an Excel file. Now you can sort them by competition index. The lower is the better, but we also want something with a decent search volume at the same time. Now moving on to the step number 2, creating the perfect article title. Let me tell you about creating a catchy title for an article. So your title needs to do 2 things. First, make sure that you got the keyword in the title near the beginning if possible, so Google knows what this article is about and sends you traffic. Second, you got to make sure that people want to read. So throw in some dates to show it's fresh, or maybe use a number to make it a listicle because people love listicles. Actually, on this step, we might want to engage an AI tool that would help us to generate really clickbaited titles, and not just one title, but maybe several ideas that we can choose from. We will open the blog wizard tool in Anywhere, and now we first need to give here a description of the article, and it's a step where we need to use your expertise on the topic to make a meaningful brief for the AI tool. After doing this research for our keyword, I came up with this short description to feed Anywhere, and here we will just need to insert our main keyword, and also ideally we should suggest one or couple of related keywords that you can think of. And I will add this one for example. Right on the next step, we will ask Anywhere to give us a bunch of SEO optimized and click-worthy titles for this post. Here are some ideas it suggests for us. By the way, Anywhere has a unique feature that shows us predictive scoring between 0 to 100 that can predict how well this content will convert to and engage with the audience. Step number 3, understand the search intent to make the right outline. Okay, now I recommend you to check your top ranking competitors, open in Google top 10, maybe 3 or 4 pages, and quickly look through them, try to scan the content. So you don't need to read the entire article. What you want to understand here is how the top articles are structured, so you can make a successful outline that includes all the important topics. Pay attention to the subheadings of your competitors. How many H2 or H3 headlines they have on average? Do they have many images on the page or just a few of them? And so on. Then you can add an FAQ section with questions. You can find these questions for free in the People Also Ask section on Google. Now step number 4, generate the actual outline. Now you have got the title. On the next step, Anywhere can suggest you the whole article outline. So you see, these sections seem to be based mostly on the description that I gave for this article at the beginning, but the tools definitely added several additional sections which I didn't even think about. Now moving on to the next step is to ask Anywhere to create an introduction paragraph. Again, we get here several options to choose from, and they also have a score. After reading all the options, I actually agree with the high score that Anywhere suggested, so I will pick the first option. Now moving on to the step number 5, generate the text. Now on the next step, we will again need to use our expertise on the topic, because the tool gave us the outline, but we should now come up with some ideas to start writing the text, and then the AI tool will pick up and finish the paragraph for us. In this small window on the right side, we can give some ideas or a direction that we want anyone to take for the section of the article. So I will give you some instructions like this. Maybe you noticed that I asked the AI tool to write text in simple language. You don't want to use language that's too fancy or technical. Aim for a middle school reading level to make sure that your content is accessible to everyone. Now AnyWord will generate the text. The tool gives us much longer text based on the short prompts that I entered, and we just need to add some spaces to separate the paragraph. Here, once we are done with this one, we can do the same for each sections of the article. So one cool thing about having an outline is that it gives you a roadmap for your writing. With an outline, you know where you are starting and where you are going. So it's easier to fill in all the details in between. All you have to do is answer the questions related to each section heading and then use the AI content writer to extend your ideas. This way, instead of spending 5 hours on each blog post, you can write it in an hour or two depending on the keyword difficulty and the text volume that you need to rank for it. AnyWord also has this interesting feature that helps you to get some ideas of what you can talk about in each section. What you can do is search for this keyword on Google and check some articles that rank high to see which ones are really helpful. Now just copy the page URL of this article, go back to AnyWord and click on this button to use a web page as a reference. Now what the tool does here is it takes the best ideas from the reference page and creates the talking points for your entire section. If these instructions look good, you can click generate to get the full text for this section. Now moving on to the step number 6, optimize the article for SEO. While you're adding more text to the post in AnyWord, the tool will always keep showing you on the left side the keywords that you added initially and will show you how many times they were mentioned in the AI generated text. So far, my main focus keyword is mentioned this much time in the first paragraph and this much in the title of the article. So now you can click on AnyWord and see all the mentions of it highlighted in the text. If you want to move this step to another level, then make sure that your writing is properly optimized for search engines. It might sound complicated, but it's actually pretty straightforward. All you have to do is take your AI-generated text and run it through an SEO optimization tool. Basically, what these tools do is they analyze the articles that are already ranking on the page 1 of the Google for the same topic as your article. So the tools look at the things like the words, the entities, the phrases that those articles are using, and then the tool help you to guide your writing so that you can use the same elements in your text as well. So this way your article is much more likely to show up on the first page of the search result, which is exactly where you want to be. Moving on to the step number 7, check for plagiarism. What Google really doesn't accept is plagiarism and duplicate content. Since large part of your text were already generated by AI, you probably want to make sure that this text doesn't have any plagiarism issues. So you can do it very easily inside Anywhere World. Just select the text that you want to check and click on this button to check the plagiarism and get the result right here. No need to use any external tools for this. If you're still concerned about how Google will perceive the content that has been generated by AI, then you should know that according to the Google latest update in their guidelines, it will rank AI-generated content if it's of a high quality and has been reviewed and edited by experts on the topic. Now coming to the final step, proofread. It's time to make sure everything is looking nice and polished. AnyWord has integrated Grammarly into its interface, so you don't need to copy your content to a third-party tool. While the content is being generated, AI will also spell check it, which will help you to catch any typos or errors. While grammar might not be among the main ranking factors on Google, you definitely don't want your readers to be distracted by silly grammar mistakes. And just to be safe, it's always a good idea to get a second opinion. Okay, now step number 9. Actually, this is the final step, improve the readability of the article. So when you're all set to upload your article to your site, it's really important to make sure that it's easy to read. That's not just making search engines happy, it's about making your readers happy too. So I've got some tips and tricks for you to help make your article super readable. First, you want to break up those big chunks of text into smaller paragraphs that are easy on the eyes. Nobody wants to read a giant wall of text. Second, don't forget to add some images, graphics and videos. It can help break up the text and keep your readers engaged. When it comes to headlines, you want to make sure that they are the right size to anchor the eyes on your readers scroll down the page. So that's all for the today's video. I hope this video helped you. If you want to learn more about this kind of cool new AI tools, please consider subscribing. Let's meet with another video. Have a great week.